My name is Neal Pann, and I'm running for Livermore City Council.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about Livermore?
My favorite thing about Livermore, it's a good question. I think one of my favorite things about Livermore is the town itself and the diversity of the town, the different things you can do in this town. Being a part of this town, I've lived here for over 40 years, and I've seen this town change and morph over time. And that's been probably the thing that I've enjoyed the most. I mean, we've gone from a 4-lane highway downtown to what we have today, which is, with all of the downtown sort of amenities that we have, the theaters and everything else. We've seen a real renaissance. And I think that, to me, is probably the best thing. And it's taken a long time to get there, and we have more to do.
Why are you running for city council?
I'm running for city council because I've been a longtime resident of this town. I grew up here, I went to school here, I went away and studied architecture. I've come back to the city, I'm raising my family here, bought my house, remodeled it, owned a business here in town for 7 years as well. And I'm running for city council because I've seen all of the great things that past councils have done to make this city a great place to live, work, and play. And I have a lot of the same philosophies that they have had to bring this city to the point that it's at today. And I see an opportunity here to continue to do that. I've been an active participant in the city government for the past 13 years. I've spent 5 years on the Historic Preservation Commission and almost 8 years now on the Planning Commission. So I'm deeply ingrained in how the city works, what the public thinks as they come out to our Planning Commission meetings and talk to us about projects that we're seeing. And I see that as an opportunity now, as there's an open seat on the council, to continue that great work that I've been doing and the great work that everybody's been doing to make this city a great place to live.
What are some ideas that you have for the city that we have not already talked about?
Well, we've already covered a little bit about downtown. We've already covered a little bit about housing. I think we need to do more to address the variety of housing stock that we have in town. I think there's some things we can do with universal design standards and bring those sort of standards into our building code, our building ordinances here in town, so that we can allow future housing to be more age-in-place friendly. Is something I would like to work on moving forward. And if I can, real quick, just refer to a note so I don't forget something here. The other thing, too, something we haven't really spoken about is public safety. Part of Livermore being such a great place to live is that it's a safe place to live. And I wholeheartedly support the police and fire departments in our town. In fact, I'm currently taking the Citizens Police Academy right now this fall, which is a lot of fun and really, really informative. In fact, after this taping here tonight, I'm actually doing my first ride-along with a police officer this evening in town. So I'll get to see firsthand kind of what happens in the evenings and what patrol officers have to deal with. And so I think it's critical to maintain the levels of service that we currently have and address those issues if we are not maintaining those levels, and so that Livermore can remain a safe and a wonderful place to live.
Okay, our last question. We're going to have you directly look into the camera and address the people of Livermore.
Okay.
And is there anything that you would like to say to the citizens before we go?
Sure. Well, again, my name is Neal Pann, and I am running for city council. I would appreciate your support in November. I've been a lifelong resident of the city. I care very deeply about the city and everything that it has been doing. There are some things that we need to address, and that is our housing issues and safety issues, and as I mentioned earlier. But I think that over the years, Livermore has done a wonderful job of making this community a great place to live. We've done things like instituted an urban growth boundary, scenic corridor, and participated in the South Livermore Valley Plan, which has been wildly successful to making Livermore a great place to live. Things like our inclusionary housing policy, which requires 10% of projects to include affordable housing. And when they don't include that housing, that money that is paid goes out to create projects that are affordable for everyone, including the most recent one under construction being at Chestnut, on Chestnut Street. So I think one of my unique qualities is that I am an architect. Architects are professionally trained to be problem solvers, and we also don't work in a vacuum. The whole goal of everything that I do is collaborative, and I hope that that sort of training, plus my experience on the Planning Commission and on Historic Preservation Commission, will be something that will help guide me in not only maintaining the community character that is become Livermore, but also helping to guide Livermore into its future. And I would appreciate your support and your vote on November 6th.